Hello everyone, this is Clausius and I'm back with another Go video, and we're just continuing our May 2020 series thanks to our patrons at patreon.com/Clausius. So, today I want to talk about how white can play on this open side up here. So, I know a lot of people, myself included for a while, might think this move's too slow. It's actually a little bit more effective than I gave it credit for back in the day. Especially with new AI telling us that this move is actually acceptable. So if your opponent's already settled on the side, this move is actually an okay move to just play. Another option is to play a shoulder hit or something to develop the position, if you want to do something like that. So you could do that. You could also extend it with an extension here or here. But most commonly, I think the easiest one to use is going to be this Knight's move. It settles it for both sides. Black's already settled, so white's can settle very easily. It gives you some potential in the corner. But yeah, it's actually not a bad move to play. Like, if it's the open side and you want to just play an easy move, this is an okay move to play. But let's talk about a couple ins and outs of this. First off, this does not defend the corner. If you want to defend the corner, then this is the way to seal it. But the timing of this is actually a little bit tricky, because if you are not just defending your group and making a base, this move can be relatively slow because the star point does want to move a little bit faster than that. And this is 3 moves in one corner, and that can be considered slow depending on the situation or in the majority of the time. But in some scenarios when the rest of the sides are finished, this can be a nice sealing move if there's no other combination and you just want to make a base. That's the way to do it. But like this, the corner is still open, and I'm surprised that a lot of people actually don't know this, but this actually is still possible. Your corner is not completely sealed, but this is a ko, right? This move is a ko, and a lot of my students have let this live. They think it's just a normal 3/3 Joseki, and they'll play like this and just let it live. And this shape is alive, right? If you try to kill it, black can just live and have Mia right there. And if you try to Hane on either of the sides, you just play the 1/2 point, and it is alive. So this is actually a living shape. But what you can do instead is, when they play like this, you can actually go here and start a big fight, and your opponent's not live in the corner. So usually what black does is play this Hane first, and then play this Tiger's Mouth, because excuse me, because black can't exactly get 2 eyes in the corner by default without some outside exchange. So usually black plays this, and this leads to a ko. Now this ko isn't necessarily bad for black, because if you know me, then you might know that I'm a big fan of kos, especially kos like this one. What I'm not a fan of is a ko that you didn't expect, where you're completely surrounded and your whole group's going to die. That's terrible. Which, if you're not expecting this ko, then maybe you think that. But if you say, I'm going into this to make a ko in your corner, then I might just sacrifice this to get 2 moves in a row. So maybe I'll go here, and you take here, and I go here. These 2 moves in a row is definitely worth this corner, right? So when you play that, if you're black and you're playing that ko in the corner, you can try to lose it. As long as your timing is good, you can try to lose it and just get 2 moves in a row. That's why it's so painful for your opponent sometimes. But with that being said, this is a ko. If you're white and your opponent plays this way, you should definitely make it a ko. You shouldn't just let them live so easily. Let's see if I remember this. This. What was the variation here? I think this is also a ko, but it's a heavier ko for black. Was it here? I'm really bad at life and death, guys. If you know Clausius, you know he's bad at life and death. I think that's the ko. If you have the correct variation, just let me know in the comments below, or let everyone else know in the comments below, because I'm bad at life and death. But I'm pretty sure this is also a ko. If they connect here, this is just dead. I believe you just Hane on the outside, and then yeah, that's just dead. But this shape should be a ko. Barring any outside stones or outside influence, even 1 move on the outside can make it live. But just so you know that this shape is a ko. Last I checked. Unless some new variations come out, or updated stuff, or some new exchange or something, I don't know. But as far as I know, this is a ko with a Knight's move. There is a lot of Aji though, Like there's all kinds of forcing moves that could potentially threaten to make it live. So what's really cool about this move isn't that you just go in and just live like the normal 3/3, but whether you go in and you create a ton of Aji to get maybe 2 moves on the outside or 2 moves on the rest of the board. So this is actually quite an interesting move. But just so you know, I wasn't really talking about how to utilize the 3/3 here. I was trying to talk about the Knight's move is a good move to play, but just keep in mind that there is a Ko on the inside, so it's not your points yet. It is not points yet. At best, you can maybe count 2 to 5 points there, but it's not your corner. That corner is still invadable. Another invasion is here, and another one is here. Those are a lot more Joseikis, but there's a lot of Aji in that corner, so just do keep that in mind. That this corner is not sealed, but it's not like it's terrible for you. You do have a lot of influence, and you have a lot of control of this area. So just know that. Just know that, I guess. Just know that it's not your corner, but you do have a lot of stuff, and it's not. According to the latest meta, it's not a terribly slow move. So if you feel like you have a chance to do this, go ahead and do it. But again, do keep in mind the basics of the open corners, open sides, largest framework. So this one is kind of the last side to play. I think the right side first, and then the bottom and left side are equal, and the top side is the last one. So after the rest is played, if you want to just settle the side, this is a good way to do so. Alright, so that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. And yeah, again, thanks to the patrons at patreon.com/Glossius for these videos. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and look forward to see you guys next time. I have a script in my head, and I just keep repeating it. Sorry. I'll see you guys in the next video.